But I'm aware there's at least one more issue getting attention in this session of the General Assembly. Namely, whether to extend full civil rights protections to Hoosiers on the basis of sexual orientation and gender identity. Over the past few months, I've studied this issue very carefully. I've listened respectfully to people all across the state, representing all points of view. I've met with Hoosiers, from pastors to LGBT activists, to college presidents to business leaders. Now, while Hoosiers are divided over how or even whether to change our civil rights laws, I think there's two things that we can all agree on. First, Hoosiers don't tolerate discrimination against anybody. And Hoosiers cherish faith and the freedoms enshrined in our Constitution. I was raised in a small town in southern Indiana. But just like most Hoosiers, I was raised on the golden rule that you should do unto others as you would have them do unto you. In fact, our state constitution declares that all people are created equal. And I believe that no one should be harassed or mistreated because of who they are, who they love, or what they believe. We cherish the dignity and worth of all of our citizens. Here in Indiana, we are an open and welcoming state that respects everyone. And anybody who doesn't know that doesn't know Indiana. Hoosiers also cherish faith and the freedom to live out their faith in their daily lives. Whether you worship in a church or a synagogue, a temple or a mosque, religion brings meaning to the daily lives of millions of Hoosiers. And no one should ever fear persecution because of their deeply held religious beliefs. Now, the question before you as the elected representatives of the people of Indiana, is it necessary or even possible to reconcile these two values in the law without compromising the freedoms we hold dear? Let's remember, we're a state with a constitution. Our Constitution not only protects the right to worship God according to the dictates of our consciences, but it also says, and I quote, "No law shall in any case control the free exercise and enjoyment of religious opinions, nor interfere with the rights of conscience." Our Supreme Court has actually made it clear that our state constitution protects both belief and practice. So as you go about your work on this and other issues, know that I will always give careful consideration to any bill that you send me. But legislation must be consistent with the Indiana Constitution. I will not support any bill that diminishes the religious freedom of Hoosiers or interferes with the constitutional rights of our citizens to live out their beliefs in worship, service, or work. Our freedoms are too precious to our people, too vital to our well-being, and they've been bought at too high a price for us to do any less.